She didn't ask for a crown. She didn't dream of a throne. But when silence meant death, she spoke. And when fear ruled the kingdom, she risked everything. This isn't a story about royalty. It's a story about you and what you do when it's your moment to stand. Long ago, in the grand empire of Persia, King Xerxes ruled with great power. One day, he decided to choose a new queen from all the beautiful young women of the land. Among them was a kind and gracious girl named Esther. She was Jewish, but no one in the palace knew. She was chosen to be queen, but she kept her identity a secret, just as her cousin Mordecai advised. Mordecai, who had raised Esther like a daughter, worked near the king's gate. One day, he overheard two guards plotting to harm the king. Quickly, he told Esther, and she warned the king. The plot was stopped, and Mordecai's name was recorded in the royal history books, but no reward was given. Not yet. Soon, a powerful man named Haman rose to be the king's top advisor. Everyone bowed to him, except Mordecai. Mordecai would bow to no one but God. Furious, Haman didn't just want revenge on Mordecai. He wanted to destroy all the Jews in Persia. So he devised a wicked plan and convinced the king to sign a law to wipe them out. The law was sent to every province. On a certain day, all Jews would be attacked. Fear spread like wildfire. Mordecai tore his clothes and wept. He sent a message to Esther, "You must speak to the king. Who knows if you were made queen for such a time as this?" Esther was afraid. Going to the king without being invited could mean death. But she prayed, fasted, and gathered her courage. "If I perish," she said. She knew this was her moment. She dressed in her royal robes and went to the king. The king saw Esther and was pleased. He reached out his golden scepter and welcomed her. "What is your request, my queen?" he asked. Esther didn't rush. Instead, she invited the king and Haman to a special banquet, and then another. At the second banquet, the king asked again, "What is your request?" Esther took a deep breath. "My king, if I have found favor in your eyes, spare my life and the lives of my people. We are to be destroyed." The king was stunned. Who would do such a thing? Esther turned to Haman. "This enemy is Haman." The room fell silent. The king stormed out in anger. Haman begged Esther for mercy, but it was too late. The king returned and ordered that Haman be punished on the very gallows he had built for Mordecai. The danger was not yet over. The law Haman had written could not be undone. But the king gave Mordecai a new position and the power to write a new law. A message was sent out. The Jews could now defend themselves. When the day came, they stood strong and were saved. Esther remained queen, and Mordecai became a great leader in the kingdom. Every year, the Jewish people celebrate Purim to remember how God used a young woman's courage to save a nation. Esther risked everything, not for glory, but for love, and her bravery changed the world forever.